By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how Claudia, a member in my community, implemented AI and added an additional $27,000 to her revenue in just 60 days. What AI system did she use? What are her tips to beginners starting out in this competitive market? What's her best advice for getting clients? Well, you'll have the answer to all of these questions if you watch this video, but only if you stick to the end of this valuable conversation. You're going to love this one, so get a coffee and let's do it.
Yeah, for those watching, this is Claudia. I don't know if you want to introduce yourself. Yeah, maybe start there, I guess.
Yeah, so my name is Claudia Comtois. I am based in Montreal, Canada, and I own a marketing agency called AlchemyMedia. So basically, what we do is anything digital. So people watching are probably in the same boat. So I think this is going to be a good modern day success story. So I came across Charlie online. I think I was scrolling on YouTube and he was giving massive value, which today it's a little bit harder to find with all the noise online. And so I decided, okay, let me see it. But just like anybody else, I've been through 1,000 courses, invested thousands and thousands into like wind sometimes, and sometimes good stuff. So I was curious about the entire AI world and how does that look in today's businesses. And I found massive value. I decided to do I believe it was like some kind of deal with GHL and everything. And for me, it made a lot of sense financially. So I jumped on there, was like, eh, regardless of if the classes are good or not, no offense, like the GHL deal is good enough. So I jumped in. And then I went into the classroom section and I was like, wait,
Yeah,
like some people, what they do is that they will give so much value on YouTube. And then when you make it to the class, it's basically a rinse and repeat, or like they attract you with massive value, but then there's no additional things.
yeah,
And now when I found the classes, I was like, no, 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 wait, like there's even more. Like I didn't think you can crank it up, and I'm
yeah,
literally not paid to say that, but I was so excited and I'm like, if this thing works, because it sounded good, but I
yeah,
was like, if it works actually, this could be life changing. And I want everybody to know that I actually own a marketing agency. Like, I'm not just starting off with Charlie's courses or his offers and things like that. I actually am established. Like, we've been in business for 3 years. We deal with high level, like multi-million dollar businesses, but also like starter businesses that just want their branding done. So I already had a clientele base. Now, the people that came, and we're going to get into, I guess, the results and stuff like that from the new offers and AI and things like that that we developed, they are new clients. So everything I'm going to share in terms of numbers are going to be additional to what we were already doing. So now my current clients are getting excited about seeing how it's working for those new people. And so there's potential to even like 10x what we've been doing inside. So yeah, I think this is a good baseline to kind of get people excited.
yeah. No, 100%. I think that should give the viewers a good enough like introduction to you. What are your like current numbers, if you don't mind sharing, or like what were you doing before and what you're doing now, and then we can kind of reverse engineer how you got to that point. And I think that would be a great
Yeah.
point as well.
So, without getting into the exact numbers, I
Yeah,
do run a six-figure a year agency. So we're in the lower, like we're not already up to 500K, but we're getting there. So we were already doing like some good numbers. But what's happening right now is we're seeing a shift in the market
yeah,
where people, because social media is so easy and approachable, people feel like, especially like business owners that are $1 million and less in annual revenue, they feel like the moment that it's not, to their liking, or they just have some kind of reduce in their revenues, that is the first thing they're going to replace in their business is the marketing, the social media. So if you're coming in as an external agency or you're just starting off doing that as a side hustle, you have to put some things in place to not get swooped. So a lot of people come in with lowball offers like, oh, can you do it for a month or two? We made sure first things we did to like taking you back to like our beginnings, is we set people on a 6 to 12 month contract basis.
Yeah.
And that is how we secure their price for that time being, but we also secure our people that are working in the agency. So we already had systems and things, and it's rolling, and we won the Canadian Choice Awards 2 times as Best in Digital Marketing Agency. So we're established, but we knew nothing about AI.
Yeah.
And I have developers that develop websites and stuff like that, but they didn't have knowledge about AI as well. So when I came across, what I did is I wanted to, first of all, know if it could work for us. And just by putting like nitty gritty, like pen and paper, like get to work, learn the things, establish it. I have some numbers here. We were able to do in the first 60 days of applying the knowledge, because I've been in a course a little bit longer
Yeah.
than that, but I've been procrastinated because we
Yeah.
have a lot going on. So in the first 60 days, we were able to do 200 calls with our AI caller that
Mhm.
we set up with the systems. And that is an additional 27K in revenue in 60 days that we made. So that for us was like tested and proven. Like an idea is proven when somebody takes their credit card and buys it,
Yeah. Yeah.
essentially. So for us, it was like, okay, like this is actually working. And now that we're above those 60 days, we're actually seeing, is it working for our clients? Because, like, okay, the knowledge works, it's applicable, and it sells. Now, our clients, we have feedback from one of them who's been using it for about 60 days as well. And they were able to have an upgrade about 50% of their acquisition channel. So they're in the software industry and they're acquiring new resellers for their business, 50% in growth from their annual objectives when they had nobody in place. So it's all automated. So that is an insane number. Now we have insurance brokers, real estate brokers, other agencies that are using our system as white label. So
Mhm.
we have new branches, and the revenue just keeps growing.
Yeah, awesome. I think one thing that might be useful for the viewers is what is your like core offer? Like I know you do digital marketing for we aren't sure on the niche. Is it small to medium sized businesses? Is it do you have like a niche or is it just yeah, SMBs and things like that?
Yeah. Our niche is basically digital marketing.
Yeah.
So what we are, and we are transitioning now because we used to be social media and web development.
Yeah.
And now what we do is we are focusing more on ads and building systems. The
Yeah.
thing that I'm noticing right now is, yes, you can sell whatever offer, and I'm going to come to that in a little bit. But what is happening right now is everything is AI. So
Mhm.
everybody's like, oh, AI, that's ChatGPT. So you have to really detach your offer from the AI name,
Mhm.
although it's very appealing. So you have to approach with what do you actually do. So right now, what we were doing is we set up automated callers. So when people see an ad, they put their phone number, the AI calls them directly, books an appointment into their calendars. So that is what we did. But now we're transitioning into optimizing business sales funnels
Yeah.
using AI. So it's not just like we do AI, because now there's a lot of competition happening on the market. So it's already shifting. So you got to be a little bit flexible in the approach.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. And yeah, in terms of like positioning yourself to get clients, what is, if you don't mind sharing, like how can, like, what's your funnel basically? Like, where do people, how do strangers find you? And then how do they trust you? And then how do they buy from you? It's a very simple level,
Oh my
maybe.
God, I'm literally giving all my business.
I mean, you don't have to give away like the exact strategy. You
No,
can just
it's
say
fine.
like people find you on LinkedIn or YouTube, and then
Yeah.
yeah, it can be, yeah.
I think if I actually tell you guys all of the ways, you're probably gonna get scared, and most people don't take action, so I don't even care at this point. So this is gonna be like a action taker advantage. So we are multiverse, okay? I have my own page on TikTok. At this moment, I'm about 17K. So I have built like somewhat following, like a little following,
Mhm.
on TikTok. So of course I have like links in bio, stand stores, things like that. I have automations for emails when they opt in. I
Yep.
have like free offers, things like that. So I have my freebies lead magnets.
Mhm.
I sell in my Instagram stories.
Yep.
That is like one thing. I post online and I repurpose all of my content using repurpose.io.
Yep.
So everything that's posted on TikTok is also posted in my shorts. So now I have a YouTube that's about 4,000 followers and we rank about like 40 to 50,000 views a month. So that could be like small for people, but for us, it's very niche views that we're getting directly from people who needs that. Now, when we launched this, because we didn't have a baseline in that offering, what we did is we utilized the power of ads. So we launched an ad on TikTok and on Meta, so Facebook, Instagram, and we wanted to like make them compete. And it's such a simple ad. It's just me receiving a call like from my AI caller, and now we're selling that. And so that was the how we did the 200 calls in 60 days was like ads, return on ad spend and all the things. So now we're shifting, and probably when people watch this, maybe we shifted again. So that's why you
Yeah.
have to keep
Yeah.
up with the market. So now that we've established our system, what we notice is in our industry, there's a lot of agencies, their clients are asking for that service, but they don't have time to develop it because
Mhm.
it can take you like, I don't know, it probably took me 50 to 100 hours to just follow the classes, try to do it myself, test and try, launch the thing. So there's a little bit of a learning curve. So what we do now is we offer white label to other agencies. So
Yeah.
now they don't even have to create the system and learn all the things. They get to just like partner with us. They get the client and then we
Yeah.
resell the solution to them. So we guarantee our revenue and they can upsell to whatever price they want to price it. And now we have three affiliates, which is a different type of income. It's more of a percentage. So now we have affiliates that are reselling our system on their own platform. And now this week, I just added a VA to my team. And we're doing about using your systems again inside the course. We're doing about 70 to 100 DMs and like personal outreach
Yeah.
a week. I know you're saying like you should be doing that a day, but like we're not there yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really like watching the videos, it really cranked me up. Like we need to be doing more. So you see
Yeah.
how we're positioned on different markets. And also, I'm like a little bit known in the Montreal industry. I'm starting to get known as a business owner.
Mhm.
So, for example, right now we have a client, we're sponsoring their event. So there's going to be other business owners, and we're the main sponsor. And I'm part of the EY. It's kind of like an incubator. And EY, if you guys don't know, is the number one accounting firm in the world. So they have like hundreds of millions of followers, and they reposted us. So now it's like it
Yeah.
gets a life of its own. So, but you got to start somewhere. And that is like personal outreach and ads. Best way to get started and like to get some traction.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just attention. And most people watching this, they just don't get in front of many business owners per day. And that's like fundamentally the core reason why they're not getting appointments and not making money. People, I think, like to overcomplicate things when in reality, yeah, if you do the volume and you post every day around your expertise, which could be AI, naturally you would attract business owners if you do that for, weeks, months. It's not that complicated, but people overthink it, I guess, which is the hard part. So yeah, content,
Yeah.
yeah, DMs, and then maybe ads once you've gotten some clients and can reinvest that cash flow. So yeah, sounds good. I don't know if you remember, but how did you get like your first few clients? I don't know if you can remember that, but maybe people watching this are starting from like absolutely
Yeah.
zero and they need some advice.
Honestly, like, and also I can empathize because I remember watching so many of these videos. Like I probably read 250 books in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Like I am an overthinker, like overly
Mm.
like, what is the secret sauce?
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
remember
it's
I was
like
as well. Yeah.
it can't be just like, and I'm also like a bodybuilder, so I understand the unsexy tasks of like you
Yeah.
actually have to eat like chicken and fish
Yeah.
and like you actually have to go to the gym. Like that is like, please, like give me something else. So I'm gonna help you guys because I know it's like, oh, okay, I have to reach out to people
Yeah.
and like make content. Thank you very much. That was insightful, Claudia. Like, no. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the thing is, start with where you are. So if you don't have budget for ads, you have time.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Mhm.
have to, I don't care. Like the most energy that I had was when I was still in school.
Mhm.
I had energy and I had time. Now I have the money. I have a little bit less energy, but
Yeah.
I'm still energetic, but I mean like I don't have as much energy as I had like when I was like 19, 20 and things like that. So now I have to be smarter about what I do because I can't be doing all that all
Mhm.
day. So because I started and I didn't even know if it was going to be like worth my investment, I asked around. So I had a client base. So I asked them, what do they need? What is the
Yeah.
pain point? And like I said, my first clients weren't even in my client base. So ads, if you can't do ads, you have to do manual outreach.
Yeah.
So I think in your courses, you talk about Facebook DMs, leveraging groups,
Yeah.
Instagram DMs, automated DMs when somebody sends you a keyword,
Yeah.
doing content like organic marketing, attraction marketing.
Yeah.
So you have to put in more sweat and like work. And also, I have your auto leads,
Yeah.
auto DMer. So I don't even
Yeah.
have to DM people myself. Like I can just automate the DMs.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's like once you understand that, yes, it's not sexy, but now you can just delegate the unsexy to AI and automation. You just have to take the time to set it up. And after that, you're good. It's like you have to do it. And there's nobody that can literally go through the screen and take you by the hand and do it for you unless you pay them.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the money, you're going to have to put in the time, the energy. And you have to be so like fed up with your excuses
Mhm.
and where you are. And you got to be so excited about where you're going, how that could potentially look for you, that
Yeah.
you do the work and you decide that today is the day it changes. And for me, it took a lot of closed doors and like stumbling and falling because I don't have all the virtues. And what I say is anything I do, anybody can do. And that's the thing. It's like you may not have the motivation. I'm ADHD. I get it.
Yeah.
And that is why I have the systems because I know out of a full 4 weeks of the month, I probably have energy like a week and a half or 2 weeks. And then I'm like, I'm trying to survive my period, like TMI, whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I'm overthinking stuff. So I need to have these things in place
Yeah.
because I know I'm going to be down. So even for my podcast, I create 4 episodes at once so that I know that each week all I have to do is just plug in into the system and it's going to
Yeah.
distribute. So when you do, the only work you have to do is setting the systems up.
Yeah.
Once they're set up, you're good. You just have to press a button and it goes because you've already done the work. But you got to work your past self or your current self has to work for future self
Yeah.
because otherwise nobody's getting ahead. And quite frankly, you're just going to be where you are talking about this. You're going to rewatch this video in a year like, oh shit, I should have got
Yeah.
started. Like, no, we're not doing that this year.
Yeah, I think that's like a very common thing that a lot of like beginners or people starting out make is where they watch these videos and they kind of get like analysis paralysis where I mean, they have the information, but they don't really take action on it because maybe for XYZ reason, they're looking for a secret script or something like that. But at the end of the day, like you do X amount of volume, you get data back and you can just look at that data, see what wasn't worked. And if you think about it from like a scientific kind of point of view and not emotional, where you're using your emotions to kind of make your life choices and business choices, I think it's actually pretty easy to scale. And I like what you're saying about using sweat equity, because when you don't have capital, you have to use sweat equity. And that's like the main advantage you have is, not having clients. Like you have the time to be able to over deliver for those clients and do just more for like them basically. And at the end of the day, just to quickly add, like there's only four ways you can realistically get clients if you're starting. You have like content, like you were saying, paid ads, cold outreach, and then kind of warm outreach, like using people in your network. Obviously, there's like referrals and other ways, but if you don't have clients, we can't add that to the four ways. So if you're starting, you don't have money, like we can immediately knock off paid ads. So then it's just down to three, which is content, cold outreach, and like warm outreach. And I would start the warm outreach. Like, do I know anyone that's a business owner that I can ask questions to, like what you were saying, and just using like your client base or just any business or friends to ask them questions and maybe do some free work and then upsell them or whatever. I think it's actually quite easy when you reverse
I am
engineer it.
so not a fan. I'm so sorry. Like
Yeah.
that, okay, I've done this thing and I know people start like that, but for me, it's like I cannot work for free. Like,
Oh, okay.
please, not
Yeah.
in this economy. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like get paid. You can get paid, like you said, like at the end, like
Yeah.
for a result if you're like scared, but get paid, babe. Like
Yeah.
get paid.
Yeah. So like I was referring to like maybe a complete beginner who's never done it before. Maybe you offer something for a week that's free just to build their trust, and then you get paid. Or you I mean you can have expectations like in the
Yeah.
actual I mean you can have a contract to mitigate the risk or something. Because most of the time when you're dealing with like business owners and they've been burnt before and things like this, it's mostly trust that you're gonna have to overcome. So yeah, that's kind of why I mentioned that,
I
especially
love
when
what
you don't
you're
have case
saying.
studies.
I love what you're saying there because you said something so interesting. You said, people get burned and things like that.
Yeah.
And you also said you don't have to get attached to the outcome.
Mm.
People think what's going to be hard is the outreach. What do I have to say?
Yeah.
Who do I message? That is not hard. Like you listen to one of your master classes or even
Yeah.
your free YouTube videos give so much value. But the hard is getting over that fear, that disgusting little feeling of like, I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to
Yeah.
bother. I
Mm.
don't want to. And then what happens is, and the reason why I'm saying that I don't believe in not working for money is because businesses, they're where they are because they're smart, because they know how to make people pay for what they have. And what they will do, if you're a small entrepreneur, what I've noticed is they will make you feel bad. They
Mm.
will make you pay, kind of like an ex. It's like they'll make you pay for what the person before you did. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I've been burned before. Oh, no, no, no. What
Yeah.
do I know? I just came here. Like I just arrived. Like, is this how you treat people? So be aware because a lot of business owners will try to like lowball you in your offers and your prices. And I see that. We started out at the AI like pitching the amounts. All the industry was about the same level, like good prices and everything, like livelihood. And now people are lowballing to a point where you're gonna kill the market if you constantly lowball.
Yeah.
Grow some confidence because people don't know about that. If you look at IT, like the industry of developing like websites for big industries like government websites and stuff like that, they charge millions. Is it harder than you coding a website on WordPress?
Yeah.
They make it hard. So to make one button, sometimes it takes them like 3 months because ooh, the button, what if da 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 da. You gotta do the same thing. Like start stop downplaying what you're doing. Like the fact that you, Charlie, are giving that information for free on YouTube and asking a ridiculous amount, like versus the value that it's giving in your
Yeah.
courses, people should be freaking thankful that you're not charging thousands a month just to learn this
Yeah.
because you could be making these amounts of money, but
Mm.
you decided to make it accessible. And that is a virtue. But people, it's not because it's accessible that you should not be charging the high prices and get lowballed and then working for free. Make it harder. Okay. And yes, I know some people are like, oh, what? I got to pay bills. Get a job.
Yeah.
Get a job. Like, please. I was working 2 jobs and working at school at the same time to put the money aside to invest in my business before.
Yeah.
Get a job. Don't use your business to build your baseline money. Use it as a side income, but
Yeah.
reinvest. If you can hold on and you have a client, I just had a call. Okay, I'm getting excited because we are getting to know each other, like when you get me
Yeah.
started, I get excited. So this morning, okay, this is somebody, I have another platform that I'm sharing with my group in Discord that I'm actually pitching stuff. And this person came from that platform and he just casually got on the call, starting off the call saying, hey, maybe we can refer each other's business. And I quickly turned it around. And if you guys don't know, in Charlie's course, I feel like I'm getting paid to do this, but
Yeah.
in your course, you actually have roll calls, role play
Yeah.
for sales. So that really is helpful. And people in there are just amazing. Like whenever you have a question about sales, they just help you out for
Yeah.
free. So because of like the confidence that I grew doing that, this morning I had somebody call me, and on this call, I quickly flipped it around into a sales call. I'm like, we can refer, but I'm here to make business. So I learned this guy has a call center with 300 callers doing 100,000 calls a month.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
is a fat contract if I can get my hands on it. Like
Yeah.
people send me good vibes. But I'm just saying, like, this is massive. And there's a lot of those. Imagine if you guys, you learn the skills and you're able to create that and you replace people. He's telling me those people work 35 hours per week. Okay. And he wants somebody to do like the night shift because
Hmm.
he doesn't have a night shift. So we're not replacing humans. I am for human jobs, but we are actually adding an extra shift using AI. Now I'm about to go and do a proposal for him. I don't know if I'm going to close it. Hopefully I will,
Yeah.
but it's just to serve as an example of people need this. This guy did not know me before.
Yeah.
Okay, I could be like you right now starting off. The platform that I'm using, I'm gonna give it to you. Don't worry. It's called alignable.com. It's just like a networking
Yeah.
platform. Um, it's free. I'm using that for free. This guy found me. I messaged him, hey, thank you for connecting with me. Kind of like on LinkedIn, like, hi,
Yeah.
thank you for connecting with me. Let me know if we can do something for each other. I'm here to help. He saw my profile says digital marketing. That is all we know about each other. So
Yeah.
you guys could be doing that right now on LinkedIn. Like, hey, I saw that you're in this industry, da, 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 da. Like, let me know if we can help each other out. Bam. Turns out it's a call center, 300 callers to add on a night shift. That could represent like 20 grand a month, you guys. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I am not like this crazy person that's doing all these numbers. I'm just like you. I started off for free and I built this from the ground. So I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much opportunity out there. Like you just have to
Yeah.
find it, right? You just have to put yourself in the right environments and the right places, and that's like the game, I guess. Yeah.
It is. It's literally and it's blowing my mind. I don't know if you remember, but I posted the moment that I pressed play and the AI caller actually called me. I posted in the ground. I'm like, it works, you guys. It's real. Like I couldn't believe. I was like,
Yeah.
I thought it was a scam. And I'm like, no, it's calling me for real. And I got so excited. And I just wish that anybody could live this moment of like, I built something.
Yeah.
I don't have a background in tech, you guys. I'm a marketer. I
Yeah.
sell. Like I know how to talk good and sell
Yeah.
stuff. Like that's what I do. I don't know how to code these things. But if I was able to do it like
Yeah.
from my office on like, a few hours a night because I have my full-time business to run, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you want to. I did a little bit of research because I saw your email and I saw a video about networking. I don't know if you
Yeah.
want to give them some advice on networking. I'm sure you're pretty like confident in that topic. Like, let's say, yeah, people want to network with business owners, and then like what you were saying, after you've networked, obviously you can try and like yeah get your offer in front of them and stuff. But yeah, I'll let you go for it.
Yeah, that is so sweet. I appreciate it. So basically, he's referring to I did a TED talk
Mm.
and it's all about like my best tip on networking and everything. And I'm gonna give you something. If you guys want to go and watch it, it's like literally I think 10 minutes or something.
Yep.
It's worth a while. But if you guys want an extra tip, I'm going to give it to you today that is not in the video. The number one thing that it's going to work if you have a job interview, if you are trying to get your business hired, if you're trying to talk to someone at a high level in a business, the number one thing is make people feel like they want to have fun with you,
Mm.
or they want to work with you, or they want to get to
Yeah.
know you. Approach it human to human. People just like they're, and I get it because like I'm an extroverted introvert. So I actually have to get outside of my own skin and kind of like put on the alter ego mask that I talk about in the networking video to be able to do that because I want to stay behind my computer and I want to send cold emails and I don't want to talk to people on the phone and I want to do, you know what I mean? So I have to force myself to do it. So I literally step into a version of myself that is an actor
Yeah.
and I decide to embody what would be so amazing. So if I'm doing a job interview, like this girl is like, I want to work with her.
Yeah.
Like she is fun, she's knowledgeable, she knows what she's talking about, she has the skills. And then somebody else comes in after me and they're like, hi, like she's gonna be like, she has the skills, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So you gotta make people feel like they want to be part of your world. They want to like, because I see businesses as it's just, we're just kids in a grown body that want to play with each other. It's like, hey, I have this fun little castle. Do you want to come and like visit? And we'll have all these things. Yeah, that sounds fun. So if you go back to like your child self and you're like, I want to have fun with you, you're gonna close like 80% more deals in networking. Also, I have an app called what the hell is the app? Wait. Uh Let me see on my phone. Okay, Blink. I don't know if you guys are using Blink. Blink is just a free QR code. It's a trackable business card. So if you don't have like physical business cards, because like who does in like 2025, honestly, like sustainability, but you can have a QR code on your phone and people just like scan the QR code. They send you their name, information, and all the things. And then it sends your contact directly in their phone and you get their information back to the app and you can literally write notes. So if you're giving a lot, you can write, oh, we met at this event so that you actually know. Because I remember coming back from events and I would have like a pile of cards and I would be like, there's no pictures of anyone on there. I don't know. I don't remember what
Yeah. Yeah.
event, like what context. So this is just a way to trace who you've talked to and everything. Otherwise, your default should be LinkedIn. If you're not working on your LinkedIn, you need to get started like yesterday. Because for some weird reason, you have access to people. Like I have the VP of NVIDIA in my LinkedIn. Like who? Why? Like, you know,
Yeah.
cool. I love the guy. Super interesting. I went to a fintech conference and then I was able to sneak backstage and have a chat with him.
Yeah.
And then I have him in my contacts. Like he probably doesn't remember, but when people from other levels like that know him, or I'm sorry, guy from NVIDIA, like thank you though. I mean, not only am I getting information about what's happening in NVIDIA like on my feed,
Yeah.
but I'm also able to connect with high level people who are like, she knows this person, then they're more likely to say yes when I send them an invitation. So it's all a game of PR and it's like who you know,
Yeah.
who knows you. You got to play the game. Like it is what it is. And yeah, make people feel like they want to spend time with you. And also, you never want to pitch at networking. I see a lot of people, they come in, they're like, I have this thing that I'm selling, da 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 da. And then it's like, I'm trying to get a wine and I saw the girl go by with a little piece of meat that I want to have right now because I'm
Yeah.
hungry. Like, don't be trying to pitch me like that. Like, no. The goal of the first meeting in person is really to just get a vibe and then make sure that they're in your LinkedIn. And then the next day, what you can do, you send a little follow-up message like, it was so nice to meet you. Da, da, da. If you snap
Yeah.
the picture, to get into the habit of snapping pictures with people because you never know. You never know. And everybody needs content. So you snap a picture and then the next day you're like, it was so nice to meet you. Da, 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 da. Or you make a post about the event that you just attended
Yeah.
and you put everybody's pictures in them and you tag them.
That's
That way, not only will your people in your feed see that you were with these high level amazing people, but now they get content for free and they're
yeah,
going to repost, and now all of their contacts are going to see your stuff. So I could go on and on. Like there's
yeah,
so many tips, but it's just like the number one thing you need to know is get outside of your house. Stop being a hermit. Like I understand Discord. I know we just elected someone in Indonesia from Discord. Like, that is dope. But get outside.
yeah,
Like literally get outside, meet people because and there's groups too. There's groups like in Canada and international even. BNI is a networking group. You can have access to thousands of business owners all over the world. There's local networking groups. You can go see your chamber of commerce. You can get like involved in your city. And not only are you going to be known now as a local like person to know, but you're also going to have access to maybe grants when your business starts growing and pitch competitions and stuff like that. So it's just a win-win.
yeah. No, I really like that. We have to wrap it up shortly because I just realized that Zoom
Yeah.
Premium has not. I cancelled it a while back because I use Google Meet for all my meetings, and it says I've got
Okay.
4 minutes left. But I wanted to add that I really did like the point around like PR and how, in my opinion, like if someone's going to give you money and invest in you in the same way that like an investor would, if you think about Shark Tank, they typically invest into the entrepreneur first and then the product
Yeah.
second. So it's like, how can you make yourself, yeah, like I don't know, attractive in term, not in a physical sense, but rather with the characteristic traits that be like, yeah, I really want to work with that person, like what you were saying. And I think like, yeah, showing what you're doing and documenting online, like I think is a great way to do that, as well as attending events. You guys great, amazing tips on just that. I think so. The people watching should be definitely happy because yeah, if I had to start again and I had this and I took this advice, I went to these events, I posted about them, connected with people, and posted the content like we were saying, doing the DMs automation, like you're gonna get attraction and you're gonna get business owners wanting to work with you eventually if you keep doing it. So I think it's been a very, very valuable call actually in the short time. I don't know if you want to add a final tip. You've got like 2.5 minutes. What would
Two and
be
a half.
your advice, maybe to your younger self, or I don't know, whatever you want?
I mean, first of all, don't be a stranger.
Yeah,
Like, I have a YouTube, I have TikTok, I have Instagram. You can find me somewhere.
yeah,
And yeah, I'm sure you'll link all of these in the description.
yeah,
But yeah, don't be a stranger. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
mhm,
Um, I'm giving this on this call, like it's exciting and everything. Like, if you have questions, you can DM me, you can
yeah,
ask me questions. Like, I do not believe in hoarding information. Like
yeah,
the proof, I just gave you my blueprint. Like,
yeah,
and the reason why that is I don't believe in competition. And that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. I do not believe in competition because, first of all, we're like, what, 7 or 8 billion on the earth right
yeah,
now? Like, please, okay? Like, it's so small. And you believe, you have this false perception. When you start following a topic, you feel like everybody's doing it. But everybody might be like 100% or 1,000 people. How much is that in
yeah,
your country size? In your continent size and
yeah.
in the world. That's nothing,
And
literally
then yeah,
nothing.
and then out of them, like not many take action. It's probably like 10% that actually like implement the strategies, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in just giving away everything and then kind of selling the implementation. Like you can literally, let's say your area of expertise is like AI, you can share exactly how to build like an AI receptionist, but people will pay you just to get it done for them. So I think that's yeah, a
Yeah.
brilliant point as
Or
well.
they'll use you as a white label and then be
Yeah,
like, hey, that's my product, but they're gonna use you in the background.
yeah, um,
Yeah, it's just don't be scarce. And also like unfortunately, and I'm gonna finish on this gloomy note.
yeah,
It is Scorpio season as we are filming this, but I just got note that there's some people unfortunately in my family that are sick right now,
mm,
and that's something, I've experienced my mom having breast cancer and all the things, and thank God now she's 10 years good, but there's more people unfortunately in my family that are sick, and it just flips your perspective on
yeah,
stop caring so much about every message. stop caring so much about your daily actions and even your own past self and start doing the things that are going to get you excited about tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's going to end. But you can find Claudia, you can see her name. So just search her on pretty much any platform. LinkedIn, you'll find her. Same with other ones. It's been a pleasure having you on. I'm trying to speed
Thank you,
it because it's going
Charlie.
to end. But yeah, it was great having you on.